Welcome to another episode of Outside Dog Rambles, I guess. This is gonna be kind of more of a life update, honest, just like, I don't know, this is gonna be kind of a serious video. Let's just leave it at that. I try to keep most of my social media as positive and motivating and inspiring as possible for you guys. But the one thing that I always, talk about is how it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to struggle and, not love yourself every single day, because that's not realistic. We're all going to have bad days mixed in with the handful of good days that we do have. So it's a little easier for me to open up on YouTube because I feel like this is a more serious topic, and I don't know, I kind of have a lot to say, so this is just a better platform to kind of be honest with you guys, put everything out there, and just let you know that it really is okay to not be okay. I've never hidden the fact that I struggle with anxiety, I get depressed, it's just how I am, and I've always been like that. Kind of runs in my family. So I'm not putting this out there for pity or, sorry, I'm just watching what Bravo's doing. I'm not putting this out there for pity or anything like that. I just want you guys to know that you're not alone, and that even those of us who it may look like we have it all together all the time, most of the time we don't. So let's just get right into it, because I only have 8% left. Okay, now that I've wasted a good percent looking up, exactly what I wanted to look up for you guys. With all that being said, I have been struggling. I've been extremely depressed the last couple months, and a lot of my friends in the very beginning of this pregnancy reached out and were like, if you need anything, if you need to talk, Bravo, stop eating the grass, stop it, it's not salad. If you need to talk about anything, I'm here for you, let me know. Well, that's great, but more often than not, when you're depressed, you tend to shut yourself off and just kind of act like nothing's wrong, at least around other people. So obviously that's what I've done. I've acted like nothing's wrong, at least around other people. My family are really the only people who know the extent of how depressed I have been. And postpartum depression is a real thing. Most people only talk about postpartum depression, but it can happen during pregnancy too. And hey, just to give you guys a quick overview, some symptoms of depression are feeling restless or moody, sad, hopeless, overwhelmed, you cry a lot, you have no energy or motivation, sleeping too little or too much, you have trouble focusing, making decisions, you feel worthless and guilty, you lose interest in activities you used to enjoy, you withdraw from family and friends. Yeah, so those are some of the symptoms of depression, and obviously I've been dealing with a lot of them. I have no appetite, but that's mostly because I have a growing human inside me. But I've kind of withdrawn from everyone other than my family. I'm very restless. I cry a lot, honestly. You can ask Kevin. Most of the time my breakdowns tend to happen at night before we go to bed. So I'll cry for like hours on end, and then I'll be too tired to even continue, and I'll just fall asleep. So that's kind of what's been going on. I just kind of feel like it's been very hard for me to reconnect with my purpose with all this fitness stuff, and I've just been struggling, really struggling. There's a lot of other factors that go into it other than just being pregnant. Obviously, my body image has not been the best. Oh, fuck, what the hell is that? Oh, please don't move. Okay, there's like a giant bug behind me. And when I say giant, I mean huge. But, what was I saying? My body image has not been the best, and I think of myself, I tend to refer to myself, at least to Kevin anyway, as a fat whale. And I know it's because I'm not fat. Like, realistically, logically, I know I'm not fat. I know that I'm growing a human life, and that that's a huge blessing, and it's an amazing thing. But when your clothes don't fit, or they just fall down, or, like, I've reached the point where nothing fits. Like, you can't see my lower body right now because this shirt does not fit right. But literally, none of my clothes fit, so I've had the worst body image. Financially, I'm stressed because we're in no place financially to take care of another human. Thankfully, we have my parents letting us live with them. Kevin just got a new job where he'll be making a lot more money, so that'll be helpful. But I just feel very, like, worthless because I can't help out as much as I would like to. I'm a bartender. Yes, I'm a trainer as well. I used to bartend like 4 days a week though, and I'm down to 2 because at this point I'm just ready to pop. And it's hard. I'm not making a lot of money. I can barely contribute to groceries every week. I just feel bad, you know. And God, this is hard to talk about, and my camera's gonna die. But I just want you guys to know that it's okay to struggle, and I'm really trying very hard to be positive and refocus on my relationship with God. I kind of lost touch with that, which I think is a big factor in why I've been so depressed. My devotional that I have just kind of stopped relating to my life. So, and that's no excuse. That is no excuse to, you know, veer away from your faith. But it stopped relating to my life as much as it had been, and it just made it very hard for me to set time aside for that and prayer every day. So I downloaded a new app with like devotionals, like daily devotionals and stuff. So hopefully that will help. I'm going to really try to get back to, you know, setting time aside each day for faith and God, and just try to bring back some of that positivity that I lost. But like I said, I'm not putting any of this out there for pity or, you know, supportive comments. I just want you guys to know that it's okay to not be okay, and we're not all gonna be okay all the time. This is only temporary, and I really don't like being pregnant. I'll be honest, I really do not like it. Hate is a strong word, but I've hated every second of it. And don't get me wrong, I love our son already, but I don't feel like a lot of pregnant women, like when they get pregnant, they say they feel this instant connection to their child, and sorry, there was a pee. They feel this instant connection to their child, and I don't feel that. I love him, and I would hate for anything to happen to him, you know, before he's born, after he's born, but I don't feel that instant connection. And it's been very hard for me to pretend that I'm happy, because that's what everyone else expects, when I'm just not. And I think that's what's made this period of depression and anxiousness 10 times worse for me is the expectations that everyone has for me. I have no doubt that my feelings will change after he's born. Like I said, I love him to death, and I would hate for anything to happen to him. Bravo's gonna be an amazing, big doggy brother, and I can't wait to see the two of them interact together. But it's just been really hard, and I'm really trying to get better and focus on things that make me happy, like the gym and my clients and Bravo, obviously. I'm trying really hard. And that's the whole point of me opening up to you guys, is that, we're not going to be okay all the time. If you struggle with, depression and anxiety, you're going to have days that are better than others, and that's just how it is. I don't really know what else to say. I just want you guys to know you're not alone, and it's okay to not be okay. So I think that's really all I have to say. I don't know how my camera is still going, because there's like a little line through the little battery picture. I don't know how it's still filming. I've been talking for almost 15 minutes, but it's okay to struggle, and it's okay to have bad days, and it's okay not to love yourself every single day. That's not realistic. Power to any girl, guy who feels that way. More power to you. But for most of us, that's just not the case. And that's life. Like, I don't know what else to say except that's life. Nothing is going to be perfect all the time. You're gonna struggle, but those struggles are going to form you into a much stronger person. And I know that coming out of this, when I do feel better and I do feel back to myself and I do feel more positive and more motivated every single day, then I'm going to be a stronger person because of it. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this right now, I guess. I'm gonna make sure Bravo doesn't, bark at any more children on bikes, because school's had a half day here today. So that's a very likely possibility that I didn't think of. Oh shit, that bug disappeared. Okay, just as long as it's not next to me. As long as it's not next to me, I'm okay. And you know what? Actually, talking about this has made me feel a little better. I'm having a much better day today than I have the last couple days. So thank you guys for letting me vent, I guess. And I love you all. And I hope that, if you're struggling, you have someone you can talk to. Thankfully, I have my amazing husband, who's actually a psychology major, which is very helpful. Very, very helpful. I'm a lot more positive of a person today than I was when I met him 7 years ago. So, yeah. I hope that you guys, got something out of this video. If not, just that it's... I'm not going to repeat myself 5,000 times. I'm not going to. Because I hate when I have to do that in real life. So, I'm going to end it here. If you're struggling, I hope you have someone you can talk to. Just know that it's okay, and things will get better. I promise you, things will get better. It's just going to take time, and you're going to have to put in work. That's really all there is to it. So, like I said, gonna go make sure the dog doesn't bark at any more two-wheeled children. And how is my camera still going? Like, I'm just gonna shut up now. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I promise the next video will be a lot more either A, informative, or just B, not so serious. So, I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Bravo, come. What's wrong? Bravo, come. What's wrong? What's wrong? Bravo, come here. It's just a bike. It's just a bike. It's okay. He doesn't like bikes. He doesn't understand the whole wheel thing.